Nice. All right. Well, welcome back to the day after the cleanse, everybody. Good to see you guys here. And yeah, so today's really just all about a check-in to see guys how yesterday went. We can see from Facebook that, like, Angela, I know you had some great success with your partner, and like we can see that you guys had did some good things, made your food. So we want to just check in with you, see how it went for you. If this was your first time or your multiple time, or if you had any aha moments or questions that came up, like, oh, is this, someone had mentioned shopping was really hard because they were trying to be off sugar.
Yes, yeah, I think that was Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, so many people posted, and I really love seeing how many people did this. We had some people do it all day yesterday. Some people are even continuing into today. So that's really awesome. Some of the feedback that we received was a lot of people love that heavy metal detox smoothie, which I'm so happy about, because that can, again, these recipes can be staples. It doesn't mean you have to do them all in one day again. You can really just use these throughout your week. So maybe drinking that heavy metal detox smoothie every day for a while could be a great way to just add in a little bit of that daily detox. So a lot of people said it was way better than they thought it was going to be. And all that spirulina felt amazing. Kathy said she's ready for the 30-day program. Yay, Kathy joined us. That's awesome. Really motivated to get started.
Yeah. And I did want to say that if you felt cold yesterday, you can always add hot water into these things and like not use any frozen ingredients. Because in winter, sometimes for some of us, it can be a little chillier, harder to get warm.
Yeah, I mean, some of these ingredients are quite cooling, especially the greens. So I would say if you are someone who's temperament with cold and you get agitated with anything that's really cold, especially in the middle of winter, be sure to add a lot more ginger into your stuff. Even into that soup, you could add a lot of ginger, and you can heat that soup up so you don't have to eat all those greens cold. And like we mentioned on Monday, you can always add some steamed or roasted veggies to that salad. That would be a great way to warm up. And I love the idea of not adding ice to your smoothie. You can make it more like a warm soup even. That spirulina is gonna just go great into everything and just help. So it doesn't mean you have to do everything cold.
Yeah. So let's open it up and see if anybody wants to. I see you there with your mom, Kelly. This is great. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Kelly's mom.
Hi. Yeah, this, as being a student of your guys's, I loved how condensed everything was. And these recipes were fabulous. And, being able to put in the freezer, like the spinach was frozen. 90% of everything that was on those recipes, I could actually have in the freezer available for her. And I was worried that she wouldn't do this challenge very well because of her health challenges. She doesn't have a gallbladder, and she did have pancreatitis about 6 months ago. But because of the way you guys have taught me so well, that we've actually healed her from that pancreatitis. And this detox did not bother her stomach at all. So,
oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought it was pretty great.
Her doctor loves you guys.
Hey, Kelly.
Oh,
So great.
Yeah.
He
So
also said congratulations to your mom. Yay.
thank you. Appreciate you guys. Really do.
Thank you both.
This is exactly like, that wasn't planned at all, but this is exactly what we've seen when people just start, like, they don't even realize the small changes you can make in your diet, and like, oh my God, the thing that I had that I thought was stuck with has left. And a lot of that's tied to inflammation, as we know. So, and Kelly's been with us for a while. She's taken some of our retreats and our level 1 course. I think she's working on level 2. Anyway, anyone else want to say hi? Ask questions?
Hi, can you hear me? It's Angela.
Angela.
So, hi, I'm really happy to be in this group. I was supposed to write an intention, and it was very painful for me because I had breast cancer. And I think I was afraid to address it, and I feel healed. I did a really unusual and non-normal way of handling it. And I'm 2 years out and I'm good, but I want to improve my health. And then I live with my partner who's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And I thought, we're not going to go down there. So the two of us are doing this. And honest to God, from one day to the next, we both feel remarkably well. And I'm a good cook. I'd be Italian, and I eat good food. But this, I'm really excited. So thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Angela. I
Yeah.
love that.
So,
And congratulations on the breast cancer, like healing that. That's amazing. I hear so many.
well, I didn't listen to anybody, but no, go ahead. I didn't listen to anybody. I did it my way. Carrots. I did carrot juice. Oops.
Wow.
So 5 pounds of carrot juice for 4 months nearly knocked me out, but it knocked out the tumors. I did also have surgery, but in Serbia. Anyway, the whole point is, thank you.
Yes, I love that. That's kind of like the Gerson therapy, it sounds like.
Yes, it is very similar. I went, I'm going to stop talking, but I went to Tullio Simoncini, who's an Italian doctor, and I was very happy. So
Healing cancer is legal everywhere except in the United States.
yep. Well, anyway, we'll
So
go
we
on.
say, if you heal, it's your fault. Like we didn't, because we're not allowed to make any claims, but
Yeah.
good job in figuring out how to heal yourself.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. And I'm so glad you're going to continue with us.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone. I
Great
love
to have
this
you.
group.
That's all.
All right.
I feel like this one
Sign
piece
up for the 30-day.
attacking me. All right, who else?
Michelle says she slept like a baby last night, and wonderful, Angela. That is a great, great, great thing. I know there was a few people who had the intention of getting better sleep. So that's wonderful.
One thing I wanted to say about better sleep is we always notice detoxes work because nobody's eating late at night. So if you're stopped and you have your last, and even if you have something at night, late at night, it's something easy to digest. So most of the time, a lot of sleep problems are tied to the body's still trying to digest and like use the energy from the food while you're sleeping. So these kind of days are great. Like I would really recommend doing these once a week ongoingly, just a big reset right in the middle of your week.
Absolutely. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, we love practicing intermittent fasting. So these are some of the things that we do in the 30-day as a group. So we guide you through just so you can get a little bit deeper. It totally depends on where you're at and what stage you're at. But if you're going to do more of these 1 days, definitely add in some movement or some sweating of some sort. We love to get the lymphatic system moving. It's the only system that, it doesn't have a pump like the heart does. So things get really stagnant in the lymph, and that's what causes inflammation and all that kind of stuff. So any sort of rebounding or just exercise, walking is really great. Getting in a sauna, dry skin brushing. So those are a lot of the practices that we implement, because as we know, when we stay stagnant, we just start to feel crummy and crappy, and those toxins can't move through us easily. So those are just some other tips.
Yeah, and we do, like on our first week of the detox, give you guys a lot of our favorite go-tos for literally since the pandemic. I'd stopped going to the gym because I'm not going to work out with a mask on. It seems ridiculous. I have gotten into these 20-minute workouts at home. Like you don't even have a lot of time. It's just like turn something on YouTube and like swish, 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 10 minutes. Okay. And then another quick tip is just to stand instead of sitting. Like this, what my computer's on right now is a music stand. So it goes up and down, and you can have like a standing desk just in this form of a little music stand that you can get online. Things like that, because you're going to keep the energy flowing if you're standing versus sitting. We got lots of those kind of tips.
And Angela asks, is it okay to continue with herbs and vitamins? I think any herbs and vitamins are great. I like to say, every couple weeks, just take a few days off of everything just to reset your body. They say that when you're taking medicinal mushrooms to just reset your receptors in your brain. So sometimes the body just needs a total break, because everything that you put in your mouth has to be processed by the liver. And even these herbs and vitamins, some of them can be a bit taxing on the liver. So yeah, it's great. But once in a while, just take a couple of days off of all of that.
Yeah, and we kind of work that into the 1 day a week of fasting, or the 1 day a week. We call this like a light detox. The day that you do this 1 day a week, whether it's a juice fast or this, no supplements on that day. That way you're giving your body a day to like reset and recalibrate.
Yeah.
And Angela also asks about the the vibration plate. Yes, I have one. It's called a Life Pro, and it's called a 4D, and it vibrates 4 different ways, up and down. And anyway, I get on that every day in the morning. Sometimes while I'm checking my phone or, drinking my coffee, I'll just stand on the vibration plate. Sometimes I'll do some squats. So if you have that, Angela, that's huge for inflammation. And I can look for a link and put it in there, but it's basically called Life Pro. And just look for the 4D, I think it's called, vibration plate. It's like a couple $100. It's not that expensive, and it's electric.
Yeah, I see Andrea commented, she hasn't started the detox yet, but she's learning from everyone and will be ready to begin on Friday. Thanks all for the information and encouragement. Awesome. Yeah, definitely take this protocol and do it whenever you can. The challenge part was just, to get you guys going and doing it. And we will, sometimes we need a start date. I know that's what I need sometimes, and to do it as a group. And I will be sharing some prizes and challenges just for being here. But we want to hear, does anyone else have any comments? What about Jules? Did you do it yesterday? Jackie, I know you did. Denise did. Just looking at who's here.
Oh, I just want to say I'm continuing on to day 2. I have my smoothie. It was really, it wasn't that surprisingly not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Everything tasted really great, and I wasn't hungry. I think it was all the fiber and all the drinking that just, I didn't feel deprived, and I didn't get like lightheaded. I didn't have like blood sugar crashes that I sometimes have when I don't feel like I'm eating enough. So thank you. It was really positive experience, and I'm going to try to do it for a couple of more days.
Perfect. I just want to say to all of you, because a lot of people are just wondering, what's a good 3-day detox? That's exactly right, Jenny. Just 3 days of this, and you're going to feel, you probably already feel good. 2 more days, you're going to feel amazing.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Great
Great
to see you again.
And Jackie said it's amazing, and her cough is almost gone. Truly amazing. So Jackie's been dealing with a chronic cough for the last 2 years, and finding some relief. So that's wonderful.
And even in just 1 day, that's what's amazing. When the body gets a break, we don't even know what's causing problems. Sometimes people think it's one thing, and then like you take a day off. And that's why when we do our 30-day detox, we talk about a reintroduction diet too. Like after 30 days of off all these foods, like, hey, if you try wheat, see what happens. If you try sugar, like watch your body react. And it's a perfect thing. And she says she's going to avoid grains for a while, which I highly recommend, Jackie. If you can go for a month without grains, and it's surprisingly easy now, there's so many great recipes out there like cauliflower rice and tortillas without any grains in them. You're gonna really probably never want grains again, like me and Caitlin. And there's even pasta that's grain-free now that you can get, Angela, the Italian.
Yeah, it can be easier than you think. My partner, when I met him, he was not interested in going gluten-free, definitely not interested in going grain-free. And then he tried it for, a couple of weeks just because he was around me so much. And he said he had no joint pain anymore, and he could run so much farther. Like things that he didn't even think were possible happened. And so after that, he was convinced. So I love what you said. Sometimes just taking a break, we can kind of realize what these other ingredients are doing in our bodies.
Mm-hmm. And this was really all about getting you guys excited about your body again. It's so easy, like I mentioned on Monday, like to get into this, I call it the sloth mode. You lose inertia. You're just like, oh, I haven't moved in a while. Oh, I still have that bag of granola, blah, blah, blah. So like when you do a day of like, I'm just taking a break, like the whole body goes, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to Disneyland? Cool, let's go. Like it just shifts your whole mood, your energy, your mode. I did it yesterday too, and I have so much energy today. I feel amazing. Slept great too, because I don't do those kind of days every day. Like I'm sometimes having heavier foods and whatnot, or more starchy foods. And Yay. So it's good for everyone to do this. How often can you drink the heavy metal detox drink? Every day, Michelle, if you want. You could even have that if you like the taste of it. Like we were talking, Caitlin and I, about the 30-day detox, and we don't want to give a lot of desserts because we want to get you guys in that mode of not expecting a sweet after a meal. But I use smoothies a lot of times for a treat. Like maybe I'm not going to have dinner that night, or I just had something light like a salad and I want something. I'll make a Mesquite Magic smoothie or a heavy metal detox smoothie in place of a dessert or in place of a treat, and you're getting all your nutrition in it. So you can have 2 a day if you want, or do only that and green juice for a day. You can mix and match. And Denise says she likes that it was fun and it wasn't boring. Glad to hear the recipes are tasty enough to use anytime, even when not detoxing. Exactly, Andrea. Yeah.
Not being boring is so important. When things feel mundane and monotonous, as it has felt in the past few years, I don't know about anyone else, but it's been crazy times, and to do something that's, fun and exciting and flavorful. That's why we love the 30-day detox, because it can be flavorful and fun, and it doesn't have to be this hard and fast. We talk about that a lot in the detoxes. Like, you don't need to do this long extended fast or anything that's super painful. Sometimes going slow and steady and enjoying the process makes such a big difference, and the body releases these toxins easier, and it responds so much better. So we love that approach, and we love that you thought it wasn't boring too.
Yeah, I do want to comment on that, Caitlin. That's a really great point. We don't believe in like fasting for weight loss or quick weight loss. We believe in slow and steady. And then like Jules, one of our participants, I'm not sure if she's here today, her goal is to lose weight, like stay consistent and lose some pounds each week slowly, versus wanting to, because you rush it, you're going to end up backsliding. So you want to feel satisfied. Don't feel guilty about eating till you're satisfied, for sure.
I'm here.
Yay. Hi.
Hi. I was really busy yesterday, so I did I just drank tea for several hours in back-to-back meetings, and it was amazing to feel like I had the intention of doing the whole protocol, but it just didn't happen. But I felt like just doing that fast to an extent really freed up so much energy. So even though it was only partial, I still felt the effects of it. It was very positive. And when I had somebody over in the afternoon, I just didn't feel depleted at all. I mean, I had like a couple little snacks, but it was pretty amazing. And I've stayed off of sugar. So for any of you guys who are having sugar issues, I can attest that even though I may have gained weight, and even though I'm not completely on keto, I maintain specific things that I had to do for my sanity and for my body. And one of those was sugar and no grains and no wheat. And with the inflammation that I used to feel, like even with gaining weight, I still don't feel as horrible as I used to feel, even when I was lighter, because that inflammation isn't there.
Yeah.
So the specific ingredients really make a difference to me.
Yeah. Great.
And so, it's just inspiring to kind of get back with it. And I thought, this group is so supportive, and I signed up for the 30-day. And so I'm really looking forward to that. So just having you guys here, it's awesome. Love it.
Hey, thanks, Jules.
Thanks, Jules.
I wanted to comment on that. That's a great point, Jules, about just picking 1 or 2 things like hard. You have to have some hard and fast rules for yourself. It's like boundaries for children. Like they know they can't stay up past 8 o'clock or whatever. So for us, it's like, I do not do sugar, like versus, oh, don't I? I'm just going to decide every day whether I am or not. Gluten and sugar, if you can just make 2 hard, fast rules about those 2, even for a month, it's just the willpower. You take the willpower out of it because you've already decided you're not doing that, which is great. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? I know, Caitlin, you wanted to announce some things. Yeah. If you guys still have comments, you're welcome to comment in or pop in at any point.
Yeah, so I know we have quite a mix of newbies to our challenges, newbies to our programs, and those that have taken it quite a bit. So just pop in the chat if you're new with us. We'd love to offer our 30-day detox and offer some discounts on that, especially if you're on the call right now. I'm going to be doing some later, but if you're on the call right now, that is the best to get the discounts. Now, so I have 3 spots open for $200 off the program. Plus, if you get one of those spots, you're going to get into a drawing to get a 30-minute consult with me. So that is like a total wellness consult. We'll go over all of your goals and intentions for the program and any sort of thing that you're dealing with that we can get some clarity on together and get some extra support. And then we're going to be giving away our nut milk bag as well. So I'm going to drop the link for $200 off into the chat, and the first 3 people to get that and purchase will get the $200 off, obviously. And then if you don't get it, that's okay. We're still going to offer $100 off just for participating in the challenge, because you're here and you made a commitment to yourself and your health. And we are so grateful and blessed that you're here with us and that you've taken this journey. And that is just the first step. So $100 off for everyone. Here, I'm going to drop this first coupon in here.
And then can you say more about the nut milk bags and who gets the nut milk bags? And I just want to say quickly, if you don't have a nut milk bag already, like getting this free nut milk bag, it's going to change your life. Like I make all my juices in a nut milk bag. Yesterday I made walnut milk that I love to put in my coffee and different things. You can squeeze lemons through it. You can travel with it, and you can, like, oh my gosh, I use it for even like the drawstring. I use it for carrying stuff in sometimes. So anyway, who gets the nut milk bags, Caitlin?
Yeah, I mean, it's a necessary tool for your kitchen, especially if you're joining us. So the first 3 get a free nut milk bag as well as the $200 off, plus drawing into a 30-minute consult with me. So basically you'll get a little care package. And then I'll drop the link in right now. Jenny asked, how is it different than our Ketogun Green program? That's a great question. So Jenny, it's very similar. The difference is we're focusing a lot more on detox, like liver supporting stuff, and really going deep with just like detoxification ingredients, plus things like binders. So when we're pulling up toxins, we want something to catch it. So it's not just floating around in our bloodstream. We find our approach really helps with just like pesky weight that you can't lose, brain fog, chronic headaches, all of those kind of things that a lot of us are dealing with. And we don't as much focus on dropping into ketosis. That is obviously an option for the program, but we're really just going to be focusing on that detox. Everything is still sugar-free and keto friendly.
Right. And I did want to say about that too, versus Ketogun Green, is the recipes are lighter. Like we're still giving you like enchiladas in week 1, which are actually pretty light, but we're not giving you as many desserts, and we're encouraging you to do as like our protocol, 1 day a week of fasting, and that can be on green juice, not water. And then a second day, if you want to add in what you did yesterday, a light day. So we're really encouraging you to step up your detox for a month and just see what it can do for you. Because I feel like sometimes people are like, I did the Ketogun Green and it was great, but I didn't really feel like I lost a lot of weight. And then some people really do, but the detox will definitely guarantee that some pounds are going to fall off if they need to, and that you're really going to feel the effects of how light and how your cognitive function improves too.
Yeah. All right. I'm dropping that link in. That usually goes pretty fast. So don't worry if you don't get the first 3 spots, because we're still going to offer that $100 off. And I wanted to say something else. Oh, I had a few questions on like the schedule for the 30-day detox. So every Friday we meet on a coaching call, kind of like this, a group call where it's your space to ask any questions to get the support that you need. And we really dive into a lot of nutrition topics and mindfulness stuff. So that's on Fridays, and all the calls are recorded. So if you can't make it live, then that's totally fine. You can watch later. And then we do a recipe class every Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard. So this is how you can learn how to make some of your recipes. We have a lot of newbies to cooking for themselves. So this is a great opportunity to learn and also ask any recipe questions. And then we also have a WhatsApp chat group. So a lot of people don't use Facebook anymore, and we totally get it. So we created a group in WhatsApp, which is a free app on your phone. And this is where you can basically just ask any questions at any time of day. Elaine and I are, have our phones on us all the time. We're available that way. So it's kind of like your own personal text line, plus everyone else in the group. We have so many people who have joined us before and are so wise and know so much about this program that can really help. And the other thing someone asked about, oh, accountability buddies. So you'll also be teamed up with one other woman in the group, and you can be accountable to each other for the month. So you won't only have Elena and I, but you'll also have someone else in the group.
And like you said, like people like Jules, I mean, Angela's done the program before that can say, hey, you know, I did this before. And Jenny, you've done the program before. And this is what I experienced. Like, so you're going to hear from everybody. And the solidarity I love, and the WhatsApp, if it makes you nervous, it's super easy to load it onto your phone. It's just an app, and it's just like a text line, and you can silence it so you're not getting dings all the time, and then just go and check when you want to. We just find that it's a much quicker way than having to log into Facebook and going checking the group. And we want to be more there for you and like not miss stuff. So I think it's going to be extra support for sure this month. All right, let's see.
Michelle said she can't open the link, which is odd because everyone else seems to
Let me
be.
see if I can.
If you can't open that one.
It went there. Yeah, it did, definitely went there. So maybe just try again, Michelle. And sometimes your phone.
There's also just that link and then the coupon code, which I can provide.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so once those three are gone, then the $100 link I'll pop in here too. And I'll be sure to email everyone with all this because we have a lot of people who didn't join us live. And so you may not get the spot for the $200 off, but you'll still get the $100 off.
Yeah. And then I just wanted to say, if you continue on with this detox and keep going till the course starts on Friday, it could be, or even like what Jules did and just do like a half day in the morning till 2 o'clock. Don't eat anything but the green juice and maybe a smoothie, and just keep it light. And you might experience some detox symptoms, but if you do, just, you know, it could be something like a headache. Just keep drinking water, keep hydrating with the apple cider vinegar. That vinegar is really going to be great for keeping the detox symptoms at bay, because the malic acid in there really helps your liver. It supports your liver. And keeping the liver supported is super important too. Just remember that your liver is working really hard, especially on a detox. So lots of water, lots of lemon water, lots of apple cider vinegar. If you have a person that can give you colonics, or if you know how to do enemas, this is a good time to do it if you start noticing any sluggishness. I know a couple people commented that yesterday, even after the detox smoothie, that they felt something, like Allie in Australia. She was like, I had to purge right after that detox smoothie. Like her gut was like, let's get rid of everything. So you might notice stuff like that, which is so great. And I'm always saying, oh, and another thing that she said is she got like a lot of gum in her eyes, like eyes gumming up right after that detox smoothie, which I've experienced before in the past with fasting. So these are all normal symptoms, and it just is a sign that yes, your body is ready to detox and let go of some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great point.
And I did pop in the Life Pro link. If you scroll up to that vibration plate machine, I think you can find one for as cheap as $199 on there. They always have specials. So it's huge for inflammation, huge for people that even aren't very active. It's a great thing. And we don't have an affiliate with them. I just popped it in because I wanted you guys to have it.
I think I might get one of those.
Yeah, you should. Bryce will love it. And you will too. All right, anything else?
Yeah, we had some questions and comments. Shannon asked, is there anything we can do about diarrhea? She had some yesterday. That's definitely a detox symptom for sure.
Yes, the thing to do is to stay close to the toilet. You don't want to stop that. It's like a fever. You don't want to stop it. It's the body's way of purging. So diarrhea is good. I have someone in my life that every time I've tried to feed them celery juice, they're like, no, because it makes them purge. And I'm like, no, that's a good thing. Like your body is like, oh, something to cleanse out old bad stuff. So I'd say if it's happening, it's a good sign, and just stay close to the toilet.
Yes. And Angela asks, is it okay to drink coffee along the way? By the way, she loves the Purity coffee. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Purity coffee is really the only coffee we recommend if you're going to be drinking it during the month. But again, we add in those fasting days, so at least you'll get 1 day off a week. So yeah.
Yeah, and I would say, Angela, yeah, coffee's fine if you're drinking a good quality. And like on your fasting day, just drink it black. on your detox day, just drink a cup. Because I know like having a caffeine headache on top of everything else can be like, maybe when we start the detox that one day a week, try and do a day without coffee. It's good to take breaks. Caitlin and I both do fasts and detox where we're like, I'm taking a break from coffee, because then you get so much more out of it when you go back to it. I'm definitely not anti-coffee if it's a good one. In fact, for you, Angela, to tell your partner that they've done studies that people that drink coffee are less likely to get Alzheimer's than people that are, caffeine free. So something to think about. There's also a lot of nootropics out there, which caffeine is a nootropic, but there's other supplements like berberine and stuff that you can get in one supplement that helps stimulate the brain power. We'll talk more about that in the 30 days, but I don't think there's really anything wrong with coffee unless you can't methylate it. And people that can't know who they are, they get anxiety, they get stressed, they sweat. I'm not one of those people. I do really well on caffeine, in fact, and I'm not planning on giving it up in my life anytime soon. I've done that and I like coffee. So no shame in the coffee. Oh, she didn't have any coffee. You didn't have any coffee headache yesterday. That's great. That means probably that you're not addicted to it. That's great. Z Natural Foods on Amazon. Shannon's commenting. I'm not sure what that's related.
I have used organic coconut milk powder and cashew milk powder in my coffee when I drink it. I just muscle test to see what one my body needs. She gets it from Z Natural Foods.
I would prefer, like what we do in our detox 30-day, we don't really include cashews because they're a lot like peanuts where they contain mycotoxins and things that cause allergy reactions. So if you're okay with cashews, but a lot of vegans use way too many cashews. So try and really cut back on your cashews when you're on your detox days and use the coconut milk powder, which your liver doesn't have to process. It's a lot easier on your liver to use coconut products over nuts.
Agreed.
I'm addicted to coffee, but purity does the trick. Yay, we love our purity. If you get a chance to put the link in, Caitlin, I don't know if you have the link. We have a discount for purity. I think you use the code PureJoy and you get 20% off or something.
Yeah, we love them so much. We tell everyone I know drinks purity coffee. It's so funny. Some of them buy it from me directly.
And Shannon, I see your comment about you can't do seeds. So yeah, you got to pick what works for you. And if cashews work, great. And then Denise asked how long you have access to the 30-day detox, all the way until our next one, which will be probably in spring. So you have like 3 months access, correct, Caitlin?
Well, we don't actually know when we're going to do another one. We've got a lot of big projects coming up. So you'll get access until we do another one. So it could be 6 months, it could be a year. We're going to focus on in-person retreats, hopefully, fingers crossed. So
yeah,
this might be our last one for a while.
We're making a plan. There it is. Purity Coffee, code PureJoy20. Great. And I like to get the 5-pound bag because it's a discount price. And then I always have coffee on hand. Plus, once you start detoxing deeper, like if you do one of our liver flushes ever or a water fast, the coffee enemas, the purity is the best coffee to use for that as well. So.
Yeah, that really helps with the liver and bile and all that good stuff. And you don't want non-organic mold coffee going up there.
No.
No.
I go to a coffee shop, I get the jitters and I get edgy. Like if I'm like, oh, I'll just do a drive-through coffee shop on a day off, or on a day I'm traveling. Not the same thing. I'm like shaking and like sweaty and not as nice. Like, why am I so cranky? Oh, it's the coffee. So coffee, there is a difference in types of coffee. Yeah. All right.
Any questions or comments? I'll be sure to send out this recording and any other discount links. If you have any other questions before Friday, let me know. Just email me, reply to one of my emails. Happy to answer. After that, we close registration Thursday night. Hey, Michelle, I see you still can't open it. I'll just send you an email, or you send me an email and I'll send you the link. I'll make sure you get a spot because I know you've been trying.
I wanted to say I really appreciate all of you who showed up. So thank you for being here. I mean, if we show up and there's no one on the call, it's not very interesting. So thanks for showing up and showing up for yourself too, because this follow-up call is important too, just to see that there's solidarity. There's other people out there that are doing this. We're all in this together. We'll always be here for you. Keep commenting on the Facebook page too. I'm going to keep checking that thread to see if you posted your food, and love seeing everybody that participated on there with their photos. Great job.
Absolutely. So great. Thank you all so much for being here.
And for those of you who joined the detox, we'll see you guys on Friday at noon. We can't wait to get started with you all.
Yay.
We're ready.
Angela and Jules and Kathy are all joining us. So great.
Yeah.
Yay. All right.
All right. See you guys. Bye.